Welcome back to the channel. This is the Monday market update for Dane County, Wisconsin. And since this is the first Monday of June, we're going to actually be looking at numbers from May. Since we have all of May's numbers, we're going to break down the difference between May 2023 and May 2022, because I think those numbers will be useful to you, and that's what I'm here for. In these numbers, I'll be comparing all single-family homes to each other and then all condos to each other. So regardless of how many bedrooms, bathrooms they have, how much square footage, it's all condos and then all single-family homes. And let's start with single-family homes. This past May, 571 single-family homes were listed and 432 single-family homes sold. And when you compare that to May of 2022, we had 774 single-family homes listed and 610 single-family homes sold. There were 26% fewer single-family homes sold in May of 2023 compared to May of 2022. So we're down 26% in number of sales. And if you look at condos, same time frame, May 2023 to May 2022, there were 134 listed condos and 132 sold condos in this past May. And in May of 2022, there's 173 condos listed and 155 condos sold. So again, that is down. May 2023 is down from May 2022, down by 15%. Number of condos sold is down 15%. But now let's talk about the more important thing, which is price, sold price. The average sale price of all single-family homes sold in Dane County in May of 2023 is $504,238. And the average sale price of all single-family homes in May of 2022 was $476,795. So the average sale price of all single-family homes has gone up about 5.5% in the last year, from May 2022 to May 2023. Now let's talk about sale price of condos. This one might surprise you. It kind of surprised me a little bit, and I'm in real estate. The average price of all condos sold in May of 2023 was $330,101. And the average sold price of all condos from a year ago, May of 2022, was $287,655, for a difference of 13%. So just to be clear, if you would have bought the average sale price condo last year for $287,655 and you sold it last month, it would have gone up about 13%, earning you $42,000 in equity, which is not bad if you'd have bought it, but kind of bad if you waited and now you have to buy it. Let's talk about days on market real quick. For single-family homes in 2023, the average days on market for sold properties was 17. And in 2022, it was 11. So there's less homes being sold, and they're being sold a little bit slower, but not too bad. Comparatively, the days on market for condos in 2022 that sold in 14 days average. And this year in May, it went up to 21 days. So that one jumped up a little more, but still not terrible. But when you look at today's market and you add in all the single-family homes and all the condos that didn't sell that are currently active, the average days on market for single-family homes jumps up to 61 days, and the average days on market for condos jumps up to 82 days. So what does that mean? That means if you're a buyer, there's properties out there that are being listed and not sold, and that means opportunities to buy. I talked about that a little bit on my previous video, how houses in the city I live in, Sun Prairie, the ones that aren't selling, are very high priced listings. There may just naturally not be enough buyers that can afford and qualify for those very high price homes. And so they may sit on the market longer, they may have to reduce their price more than they want to, or they just might not sell. But regardless, it provides an opportunity for the right buyer. So what do these numbers say overall about the market? You might be inclined to say the market is slow, and I would say not necessarily slow. The market is tight. Our inventory is super tight still. Another thing it tells us is that prices are continuing to go up. And while I can't sit here and tell you that prices will 100% go up indefinitely, I am telling you, and I have been telling you, that prices are probably going to continue to rise for a very, very long time because of our current financial situation in the real estate market. The supply and demand issues are not going away. Interest rates do have an effect on buying power, 100%. And of course, that affects how many buyers are in the market, and that does affect the demand part. The demand part of the equation can change pretty quickly and pretty dramatically if they decide to lower interest rates, but that will just create more stress on the other side of the equation, which is the biggest part of the problem, supply. We are so far behind on supply, years behind on supply. So if the federal government decides to make the market better for buyers and lowers interest rates, it floods the market with more buyers, that's more competition, and just pushes the prices of the homes up dramatically. And that's a problem for most people. And what else do these numbers mean? Well, if you're a seller, it's a great time to sell your house, assuming you price it right, because a lot of people need houses and the value is at an all-time high, and you won't be competing against a ton of other listings. And then if you're a buyer, well, it depends. Are you selling and buying? Are you a first-time home buyer? If you're a first-time home buyer, these numbers may look like, oh man, that sucks for me. But you may be that person that said, oh, this sucks last May, and now this May, oh, that sucks 13% more. Now you have to pay $42,000 more for a condo. We don't want that for you. That's why we keep saying don't wait. If you can buy, buy. It's not a sales pitch. It's good advice. And that's what we're here for. And if you're in that boat, it's super important to reach out to a realtor and just have that discussion. They can get you in touch with a lender and just see what your situation is. I'm telling you right now, most people underestimate what they can afford. And yeah, if you don't have a job and you have a 300 credit score, you're right. You can't buy a house. And I sincerely hope that's not you. But my point is, most people don't know what they can afford unless they've sat down with a lender and actually went through the numbers. The first step to buying a house, well, after watching my YouTube channel, is sitting down and talking to a lender and figuring out what your situation is. And if you choose me to be a realtor, I don't get all up in your financial business. That's what the lender does. Yeah, I need to know how much you can afford, but that's it. And if you're on the other side of the coin and need to buy, but you're also selling, the sky's the limit. There are so many variables that will change what your situation is. But one thing is for sure, you probably have equity to play with in your current home, which gives you a lot more options to do a lot more things when you're out looking for a place to buy. I hope this update helped you in some way. I want to leave you with these phrases that I say all the time when people ask me if it's a good time to sell, a good time to buy. The best time to sell is when you have to or you want to. And the best time to buy is whenever you can. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it till I die. But thanks for checking out this update. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, hit the bell. We got more good stuff coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Talk soon.